News. Let's go cross live to Visakhapatnam at the International Fleet Review. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is at the International Fleet Review there.
आप देख सकते हैं माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी अपने काफिले के साथ पहुंच चुके हैं। श्री वेंकैया नायडू, श्री नारा चंद्रबाबू नायडू और चीफ ऑफ नेवल स्टाफ तैयार हैं उनका स्वागत करने के लिए।
श्री नरसिम्हन जी, ऑनरेबल गवर्नर ऑफ आंध्र प्रदेश एंड तेलंगाना स्टेट्स,
सबने उनका स्वागत किया है और वो अपने डायस की ओर अग्रसर।
शेयरिंग द क्राउड।
बिल्कुल दी कैरेक्टरिस्टिक वेव, नरेंद्र मोदी जी की ये कैरेक्टरिस्टिक वेव है जो एक बार जैसे ही उनका हाथ उठता है दर्शकों को वेव करने के लिए तो एक उत्साह की उमंग दौड़ पड़ती है सारे अतिथि गणों में। As we can see, the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi ji, has arrived.
Sandeep, you might have heard the sound of the bombs. So it's rigged up with flares and underwater bombs.
What a visual, Lohit.
Now you can see the helicopters carrying the national flag and naval ensign and International Fleet Review logo would fly past now. You can see the 3 helicopters, they're carrying the flags. You can see the Indian national flag.
Yes, the Chetak helicopters in the angel formation are carrying the national flag, naval ensign and the International Fleet Review flag.
This would be also an indication that the OP demo has officially commenced with various ships and aircrafts of the Indian Navy, giving you a glimpses of their capabilities. Ladies and gentlemen, here comes, you can see this, the 3 helicopters carrying 1 national flag and 1 naval ensign and 1 IFR logo.
And what you can see on your screens now is the formation of 3 Kamov 31 air early warning helicopters. These helicopters operate from the aircraft carriers Virat and Vikramaditya as well as the Talwar and Teg class stealth frigates. This is the flypast by Kamov 31 helicopters. Look at this majestic sight as the Chief of Naval Staff exclaims and as the Honorable Prime Minister of our country watches this magnificent sight. Hold your breaths, ladies and gentlemen. The show has just begun. Coming on your screens is a 4 aircraft formation of Hawk Mk-132 aircraft in a close-knit diamond formation. The Hawks from 551 Squadron, the Phantoms, will undertake a bomb burst maneuver now.
Amphibious landing.
The Doordarshan camera team are doing their best to follow them and bring them to your TV screens.
Marine commandos or Marcos in shot.
And that was an exhilarating maneuver, wasn't it?
The beachhead using 12 Gemini inflatable craft. For today's demonstration, the Marcos would employ orange smoke.
Now we see the diamond formation and bomb burst maneuver. Amphibious landing on hostile shore is a complex evolution. We will now witness the Gemini inflatable craft undertaking a beaching operation to secure the beachhead. For today's demonstration, the Marine Commandos or Marcos would employ orange smoke during their assault to friendly forces behind. That's the Chief of Naval Command explaining the Honorable Prime Minister of India. The smoke is a simulation to indicate their advance onto the beach.
Were raised in 1986. The only amphibious.
You can see them showing the thumbs up, the sign of victory, as they always do.
Operating over sea, air and land.
Sea. You might have heard the sound of it. Marine Commandos.
Here they are deploying the smoke, as we just said. The orange smoke is a
Look
sign
at the Marine Commandos.
that they have arrived
They've spotted some
and for
hostile
friendly
elements.
forces behind them to
They
join
will
them.
surely neutralize them soon.
The firing sequence has started, ladies and gentlemen. Their objective is to stealthily creep up on the beach and eliminate any threats. The Geminis, as you can see, have reached the beach now, and the Marine Commandos are disembarking. We can feel the vibration, you can see.
Are involved in a gunfight.
They are in a fight to secure the beach.
They will slowly
The beach
take
is
over.
secure. The Gemini assault, as we can see, is going on. And our Marine Commandos are doing their best to secure the beach.
See in action, Sandeep. One way it's in action, one way it's sound.
The Marine Commandos are always first in and last out.
As we can see, the Marine Commandos are always first in and last out. They
Ladies
do
and
not
gentlemen,
leave till their mission is accomplished and the enemy is vanquished.
See, look further into the sea, straight ahead,
Look
and you will
further
now
into the sea.
notice
Straight
4
ahead,
warships
you
approaching
will now
in a
notice
column.
4 Indian naval warships approaching in a column. From left to right, the lead ship is Shivalik, an indigenously built stealth
The
frigate
helicopters
armed
you
to the
see are
Following
the
her,
INS
the
Shivalik,
destroyer, Delhi,
the indigenously
named after
built
the national capital.
stealth frigate
The first
armed to the teeth.
indigenously designed and built destroyer of India.
Following her
The
is
third
the
ship is a stealth
destroyer
frigate,
INS Delhi,
Babar,
named after the
known as
national
the Fat
capital.
Flag. Last but not the least, now forming up in the column on your extreme right is Ranvijay, named after Rajput
The
warrior.
helicopters that you see are
ships will now
UH-3H,
embark 4
a
helicopters.
commando carrier,
Look for
the
the
Seeking
right.
42
There they
Bravo
are.
in
The
an
helicopters that you
anti-submarine
see
warfare
again
role.
from left to
The
right
helicopter is
are
a submarine
the
hunter,
UH-3H,
and the
a
third
commando
helicopter
carrier.
is Kamov
The second
31,
helicopter, a
an air
Seeking
early
42
warning
Bravo
helicopter,
with an
the eyes of the
anti-submarine
fleet,
warfare
and lastly,
The
the
submarine
Chetak utility
The third
helicopter.
the Kamov
You can see the
31,
helicopters
air
are
early
about to
warning
land on the
helicopter.
ships now.
Eyes of the fleet, and lastly, the Chetak utility helicopters. Here they are. Look at these
The
helicopters.
Chief of Naval
approaching their
Command
respective
explaining
ships now.
the happenings to the Honorable Prime Minister of India.
See the helicopters
As you see
approaching
these
their
UH-3H
respective motherships.
helicopters displaying their
Hello,
might
operations
and
at sea
strength.
require the highest level of precision and accuracy. Notice how the helicopters will maintain exact positions.
This is
with
called
respect.
Hello Landing demo on fleet ships.
You will appreciate,
See how
ladies
they,
and gentlemen, that the
land.
pilots require exceptional skills and
The bristling array of
training.
weapons and sensors on the
Take
ship
these machines
is greatly augmented by
beyond
multi-mission
the envelope.
capable helicopters that are presently in
bristling
service.
array of weapons
The
and
versatility
sensors
of
the
integral
ships
helicopters
greatly
on ships
augmented
adds a
by
new
the
dimension to
multi-mission
naval operations.
helicopters that you
Their
can see
ability to
right in
operate
front
from
of you.
small decks is what makes them unique
Also
and
look now, to your
indispensable.
right, over the
Helicopters
seas, I will
operating
soon
from
notice
ships
the
for a
approaching
variety of
Seeking
roles
42
such as
Charlie helicopter
anti-submarine
flying in.
warfare,
He is a
anti-shipping
commando
strikes,
carrier as well.
communication
Look
relay
also at the
and
rating
search
of
and
Gemini
rescue
inflatable
missions.
Small craft. While the ships are embarking the helicopters and shall proceed to the next mission.
As we can see,
What is this seeking
the
up to?
helicopter is ready to
In a
land.
short while, you will notice the insertion of the Marine Commandos into the Gemini craft.
In a
which in
short
turn will
while,
be
you will
deployed
notice the
for a
insertion of the
clandestine
Marine
operation.
Commandos into the Gemini craft, which is in turn will be deployed for a clandestine operation. You can see that
The
the
Marcos
helicopter
are an elite special
has
force
dropped
who have
down the
also
rope,
been utilized in close-quarter urban area battles.
and
The
one by
Marine
one,
Commandos have stringent physical fitness standards and require exemplary mental toughness to remain in the cadre.
Rescue operations during this
There you go,
action is
ladies
being
and
see
gentlemen.
one by
the
one
Marine
they're dropping.
Commandos are slithering down from the Seeking 42 Charlie helicopter.
we can see these commandos dropping down, risking their lives on the inflatable boat. Remember, the commandos had secured the beach for landing. So look close to the beach as 4 landing craft mechanized, or LCM in short, from the amphibious ship INS Jalashwa approach the beach.
There they go.
The
Marine
LCMs will
Commandos.
simulate
You
beaching
shall
to
witness
disembark
more
the
of their
troops
exploits
and
very
infantry,
soon.
combat
Ladies
vehicles
and
of the
gentlemen,
Indian
the
Army.
action is now
Therefore,
shifting.
Two
Remember, the
T-72
commandos had
armored
secured the
tanks
beach
of the Indian Army will progress
Ahead
the
now,
simulation.
As you can see, 4 landing craft
As we can see,
mechanized, or
the Honourable Chief
LCM
Minister of our
in
country
short.
enjoying the function.
amphibious ship Jalashwa approached the beach. The LCMs will simulate beaching.
It
disembark
must be a
troops
great moment
and
for
infantry
all
combat vehicles
who
of the
all
Indian
are
Army.
watching
There you
here
go.
in live.
Ramp door of the
Here come the
LCMs are
4
open
landing
for
craft
today's
mechanized,
demonstration. This is an
or
indication.
LCMs as we know them.
While this is a simulation, in an actual amphibious landing, the infantry combat vehicles will move. There you go, the T-72 armored
The
tanks
ramp
of the Indian
doors of
Army.
the LCMs will open
The
to
tanks
indicate for
have
today's
moved in.
demonstration
Enemy
that they have
firing
beached.
will commence.
While this would be
And our
a simulation,
troops will
in
neutralize
action,
the enemy.
in an actual amphibious landing, the infantry, fighting vehicles and armored tanks roll out of the LCMs and onto the beach. The T-72 tanks today shall simulate the movement post-beaching.
See our Marcos.
Today, the soldiers of 9 Madras Travancore Regiment.
The tanks are about to move in.
The enemy
Enemy fighting has commenced and our troops are neutralizing the enemy. Today, the soldiers of 09 Madras Travancore Regiment are tactically advancing ahead of the enemy. Their motto has been Swadharme Nidhanam Shreya.
The motto
Or,
of the
it's
Madras
a glory
Travancore
to
Regiment
die
is
doing
Swadharme
one's duty.
Nidhanam Shreya.
Hats
It
off
is a glory
to the
to
strength,
die doing
to the
one's
courage,
duty.
to the tenacity of these soldiers which protect us as we sit in the comfort of our homes.
See, look seawards to your near right at the platform position near the beach for today's demonstration. The platform is a mock-up with an enemy high-value target such as an oil rig.
As the
But in
amphibious
real life,
demonstration
the
comes
actual
to an
targets
end,
are much
look
larger
towards that yellow
and were
platform
heavily
on the
guarded.
beach.
The
For
commandos
today's
are into
demonstration,
something.
that platform is a
They were on the
high-value
platform for a
target,
mission.
such as an oil rig.
Now in a
There you
Gemini
go.
craft moving away from the platform. But what is their
Marine
mission? You
commandos
might
have
wonder,
just
ladies and
blown up
gentlemen.
the enemy
Keep looking at the
high-value
platform and you will discover soon.
Shift your gaze now to the seeking 42.
The Marine
Charlie
commandos have
helicopter.
just blown up the enemy high-value target.
They will be extracted by the helicopters. Part
The
of
high-value target of the enemy has been
operation,
destroyed,
that is small
and this is
unit
just an
insertion
example
and
of
extraction.
what they are capable of.
Look at that Gemini craft
Look at
below
the Seeking
helicopter.
42 Charlie helicopter that is approaching the
this
commandos.
method,
They will be
Marine commandos
extracted
can be
by
flown
the Seeking
underslung
42
on the
Charlie
halo.
as a part of the STIE operations, that is small team insertion
Recovery.
and extraction
This technique
operations.
is most suited for recovery from merchant ships, oil rigs, combat raiding craft, and thick
Look at
jungles
these commandos
that do not
ready to
have a
extract
suitable landing
the
area.
commandos which were on land and
STIE
on in
rope
sea.
is slung under the halo.
As we can see, the
Carry a small
enemy's
team
oil
of 6 Marine
rig
commandos
being
under
burnt
slung.
away by our brave
Marine
commandos.
are hooking on to the STIE rope using a combination.
The Honorable Defence Minister Manohar Parrikar looks on.
Harness.
I'm sure he must be very proud of what the naval force is displaying today.
They will now be picked up.
While capital ships take the battle to the enemy, smaller units play a crucial role in safeguarding the coasts. We will now witness the highly versatile
new type
immediate
of
support
seafarer,
vessels,
isn't it?
or the ISVs, which will carry out a high-speed demonstration. So look straight ahead and you can see 6 of the ISVs that are a part of the 84th
There they go,
Squadron
the Marine
based at
commandos.
Visakhapatnam
Ladies and
approaching
gentlemen,
us
next
in
time
a
you fly,
synchronized formation.
please do not try this. They are flying business
As we can
class.
see, the commandos are being extracted
Watch
by
carefully.
the
They are
Charlie
in a buddy
42.
pair, each of them hanging on to the other.
You can see they're sprilling colors.
While capital ships take the battle to the enemy, smaller units play a crucial role in safeguarding the coast.
You can see the wonderful
Even now
sight
witness
of the
immediate
commandos
support vessels,
hanging from the
ISVs
helicopter
in shot,
and
carry out a
spraying
high-speed
colors
demonstration.
to
So
give a
look
sign of
ahead and you
victory
can see
and
six
safety
of these ISVs
to all the
that are
citizens
part
of our country.
84th Squadron based here at Visakhapatnam approaching us in a synchronized manner. With their water jet propulsion, they can operate in shallow waters and offshore in deeper waters as well. With
As we can see, the Honorable Minister Venkaiah Naidu ji discussing with Shri N. Chandra Babu Naidu, the Honorable Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh.
Our offshore oil rigs.
Let us tell you a little more about the ISVs. With their water jet propulsion instead of convention propellers, they can operate in shallow waters and offshore in deeper waters also. The vessels have routinely been undertaking patrol operations not only along the coastline but also in close vicinity of our offshore oil rigs to guarantee their security.
That is like driving a Ferrari on the road.
You will notice in a short while the first pair will turn towards and peel off from the formation. Thereafter, the other pairs too will peel off. These nimble and highly maneuverable vessels can easily achieve speeds of up to 40 knots.
Two large, majestic ships moving from right to left. The vessel
Ladies and gentlemen, hold your breaths now as you'll witness a very unique demonstration. Today you will witness the aircraft carrier Virat and Vikramaditya in action.
tirelessly served
Look ahead and you will notice two large ships moving. The vessel on the right hand side, it is INS Virat, and she will launch one Sea Harrier fighter aircraft. So look seawards towards the majestic ship. An aircraft is about to be launched in a few seconds from now.
As we can see, INS Virat and Vikramaditya slowly coming into frame. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, one aircraft being launched. As we can see, the Chief of Naval Command R.K. Dhawan signaling the same to the Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji. There we saw an aircraft taking off. That was quick, wasn't it?
So even you can see all the naval staff, they are capturing all the beautiful pictures of this spectacular event here at Visakhapatnam.
That's a visual they're going to cherish forever. As we see two Hawk advanced jet trainers approach us in a phantom formation, and they will soon be simulating a dogfight. Here we see both of them are ready, and they will be simulating a dogfight, as we said. Essentially, each aircraft would maneuver hard to slot behind the other aircraft to get into a missile or gun kill position. We saw this same thing yesterday, and I remember mentioning that there was 7 times the atmospheric pressure on the plane and on the pilot when they did that.
See the beautiful picture of it. Thanks for giving us such a wonderful picture very close to us.
What we now see is a plane hovering just the way a helicopter does.
See, our Honorable Prime Minister sir is waving his hand to the pilot.
You would have seen a helicopter hover at the same place, but not a fighter aircraft. So check out the aircraft that took off from Virat. It will leave you spellbound with its ability to hover on the spot, much like a helicopter. Here comes the Sea Harrier from the 300 Squadron, the White Tigers.
Ladies and gentlemen, look seawards, the largest ship that you can see. On the horizon, the aircraft carrier INS Vikramaditya. She's about to launch a MiG-29K fighter aircraft any moment now.
We can feel the tremors of the aircrafts being launched right here where we are in the commentary box, as people look on with their gazes, excited to be a part of this spectacle, this historic event.
Sandeep, see how a disciplined crowd here, though you might have seen lakhs of people here, but everyone is eager to see, eager to watch, eager to capture the beautiful moments of today.
As we can see, people have come on their terraces and balconies to watch this event, and distant we can see an aircraft. The MiG-29K fighter aircrafts are a part of the Indian Naval Air Squadron 303.
The Vizag sky. An aircraft's ability to perform.
Look at them
dependent
approaching
aspects. First,
at a
the
low-level
aircraft
fly.
itself. But more importantly, it is the pilot's skill to execute gravity-defying maneuvers.
An aircraft's ability to perform aerobatics is dependent on two aspects. First, the aircraft itself, but more importantly, it's the pilot's skill to execute gravity-defying maneuvers. So here comes the MiG-29K that you saw take off from the aircraft carrier Vikramaditya. And it will perform a maneuver called the Vertical Charlie.
Look straight ahead. There it is, the Vertical Charlie.
Look at the crowd, so excited.
6G in 10 seconds.
See, for those who missed the first launch of the MiG-29K, watch out now for the second launch of MiG-29K from Vikramaditya.
Look at those excited faces. R.K. Dhawan, Shri R.K. Dhawan and the Honorable Prime Minister of India watching up.
Keep your gaze hooked on to Vikramaditya.
See, crowd, they're looking left, right, up and down. They doesn't want to miss anything. They even don't know from which side what is happening.
Yes, and the aircrafts are so fast, so swift that it is very difficult to catch them. The crowd bewildered, excited to see this sight. As we can see,
And some of you may have
the
missed it.
Doordarshan cameras are trying their best to bring this lovely visual to you. And up in the skies, ladies and gentlemen, you can see 5 aircrafts in a composite formation. The lead aircraft is the Seagull formation. It's the P-8I Neptune Maritime Patrol and Anti-Submarine Warfare. Flanking the P-8I are 2 each MiG-29K fighter aircrafts, and 2 extremes are the Hawk Advanced jet trainers.
Superb, superb. How they're participating in the Operation Scene and accurate.
But the fly past isn't over yet. There will soon be the Illusion 38 Sea Dragon from the Indian Naval Air Squadron 315, the Winged Stallions.
See, look ahead now at the orange-colored boys floated in the surface
Not an illusion. That is an illusion.
that are fondly
38.
called
As she
killer
lights up
tomatoes.
the evening sky for
Now
us.
we are going to see.
Here comes the Winged Stallions. The aircraft undertakes maritime patrol and anti-submarine warfare tasks. Here she comes, the Illusion 38.
Look ahead now at the orange-colored boys floating on the surface of the water. Well, we in the Indian Navy fondly
And
call
now
them
soon,
the killer tomatoes.
as Lohit
You will
just
now witness in a
mentioned,
short while
will now
rocket
come
firing by the Hawk
the orange colors,
aircraft.
orange-colored boys floating on the surface, and they are fondly called the killer tomatoes.
Right side in the sky.
Fun to listen.
As
Killer
well.
tomatoes in the Navy.
Will make a
You will now
report.
witness in a short while a rocket firing by the Hawk in MiG-29K aircraft. The Hawk will fire an armor piercing high explosive rockets.
Here she comes. Look
So
at her
look at
approaching
your
target.
right side in the sky as the Hawk makes her approach.
And
There you can see Chief Admiral R.K. Dhawan pointing it out. Wow!
You might have heard the big sound of it.
your feet. Keep looking right. as
Look
now
at this, the
MiG-29K
rocket firing by the
firing.
Hawk and the
Right in
MiG-29.
the sky. There she is.
The whole crowd in the
Be ready
stands
for
is
the
cheering
earthquake
loudly
feet now.
for these aerobatics that the aircrafts are doing. We can hear the loud sounds and the vibrations of the firing of these rockets.
Ladies and gentlemen, after the thunder from the skies.
And now look seawards,
to your near left at the
to
formation
your
of
near left
moving
at the formation of
to right.
ships comprising
You
the
can see the
destroyers
stealth frigate Satpura.
Mysore and
The
Ranveer,
destroyers
followed by the
Mysore
slave
and
frigate
Ranveer.
Satpura.
In a short while from
In
now,
a short while from now, you will see them rain anti-submarine rockets towards These destroyers and frigates are virtually the lions and tigers of the sea. Their weaponry is the source of their might. The sea that looks so tranquil for us right now, it's a battleground for them, and don't they do a great job, Lohit?
Extremely. We can listen the sound, we can feel it, we can feel the vibration of it. Everyone here,
watching these ships.
what a spectacular event it is.
But the show isn't over yet. Here come Mysore, Ranveer, Satpura, along with the stealth frigate Teg and the anti-submarine warfare stealth corvette Kamorta, and they will undertake firing by their medium-range guns. Here you can see them in your frame, all of them slowly approaching their marks, and then they will begin their firing.
Did you see that? These rockets are fired by ships against hostile submarines. These are not ordinary rockets that simply explode on impact. The rockets reach the depth set by the ship and then explode underwater.
These guns can be fired against hostile surface craft, aircraft, and even for a bombing shore-based targets. Oh, what a beautiful visual spectacle is this. The sky has come alive, ladies and gentlemen.
Look at these daring commandos on their parachutes.
See, you can see again.
What you are seeing are the dashing members of the skydiving team, and for those who are counting on how many of them are there, let's allow to make your job easier. Today there are 16 skydivers headed towards us. The lead skydiver is carrying with him a special package, the Maritime Heritage Book, that is soon to be released by the Honorable Prime Minister of India.
See how you may call it as a paraglider also in your term, this skydiver, Sandeep.
Yes, and look at them, don't they look beautiful with the Indian Fleet International Fleet Review flag with them, skillfully landing just where they were supposed to.
As with his power, with his skill, it looks that he's driving a machine kind of thing with the support of air. See how cool he is. Superbly, all they landed.
They have landed, ladies and gentlemen. Wherever you are, give them a huge round of applause. These are the brave commandos risking their lives.
They will form up and proceed out to the sea for another mission.
For those of you who are counting how many of these skydivers are landing, let's make your task easier. There are 16 divers. The lead skydiver is carrying with him a special package, the Maritime Heritage Book, that is soon to be released by the Honourable Prime Minister.
Of the
The other
International
skydivers
Fleet Review,
come with a special message.
fluttering
Ahoy!
as they land
Hello!
one by one.
Namaste!
See, our cameraman captured the beautiful clip of the skydivers.
This visual spectacle is painstakingly captured by the Doordarshan team just for you, ladies and gentlemen.
Friends are we on the ocean's blue. spirits are free. At home and heart, we long for thee.
Look at the Bay of Bengal. In a few seconds, it'll be time for sunset. Watch out, the skies will come alive. Watch out for a scintillating display of illumination in a coordinated manner. Coordinated. That is what the armed forces across the world do. In sync, always. In a short while from now, the evening skies of Visakhapatnam will come alive. A visual treat for everyone here.
Stand by for sunset at sea. 3, 2, 1. There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, what a beautiful sight.
2 eyes aren't enough, you might say. Ladies and gentlemen, if you think the display has touched your hearts, all we ask of you, Vizag, please give us a thunderous applause.
You can now see the ships of the Indian Navy at anchorage and illuminated, marking the end of this operational demonstration.
Keep watching. It's not over yet. We will keep firing till you feel happy, till we hear your applauses.
They will light up this beautiful evening sky. Ladies and gentlemen, this evening was a date with the Indian Navy.
Visakhapatnam. This is the Indian Navy's way of saying thank you.
Sandeep, let me tell you, for a night vision, all were decorated with lights.
Having witnessed
You
an
can have a
enthralling
beautiful
operations demonstration
picture
by
of
the
it.
Indian Navy.
Yes. Having
Remember,
witnessed an enthralling
we watched
operations
an
demonstration
Indian
by the Indian Navy,
skydiver
we
who jumped
watched
from
an
a
Indian
C-42
naval
Charlie
skydiver
helicopter
who jumped from a Seeking
Maritime
42
Heritage
Charlie helicopter and
That
landed on the
lead
beach
skydiver was
with a
Lieutenant
copy
Commander
of the book
Kunal Saini.
Maritime
He landed on
Heritage
the beach,
of
and
India
now is
to
in
be
front of the
presented
Prime
to the
Minister with a
Honorable
copy
Prime
of
Minister
Maritime
for
Heritage of India
releasing it with his lotus
He is
hands.
presenting the book to the Honorable Prime Minister.
As we can see the heavily armed guards, we can see the Honorable Prime Minister preparing to launch the book. All these guests in the viewing panel must be such a proud moment for them to watch these
In a short
happenings.
while from now, the
Here
Honorable
comes
Prime
the commando,
Minister will release the book on the Maritime
and he
Heritage
gives
of
the
India.
book to the Honorable
Ladies
Prime
and
Minister of
gentlemen,
India
the book
and
has been released.
the Chief of
Maritime
Naval
Heritage of
Command
India
and the
in
Prime
hardbound
Minister.
version.
They launch the book. What a grand event.
Ladies and gentlemen, our Honorable Prime Minister has just released the book on Maritime Heritage of India in a hardbound version and will now launch the e-book version that will be freely available for download on 3 websites. That is www.maritimeheritageofindia.com, www.indiannavy.nic.in and www.ina.gov.in.
Ladies and gentlemen,
from this
the
moment
Honorable
onwards.
Raksha Mantri will now present a memento to the Honorable Prime Minister.
Look at this
Shri
visual
Narendra Modi,
spectacle as we rejoice the launch of this book.
to commemorate
A moment
the
of history,
International
ladies and
Fleet
gentlemen.
Review 2016.
That's the respectable Defense Minister presenting this memento to the Honorable Prime Minister of our country.
I now request the Honorable Prime Minister to launch the e-book version. of the maritime heritage of India.
Ladies and gentlemen, Maritime Heritage of India. The book has officially been released, and look at the festivities surrounding it. Indeed, a moment of pride for the Indian Navy on the release of such a huge book in such a momentous occasion. Let me repeat that this book will also be freely available for download on the 3 websites: maritimeheritageofindia.com, www.indiannavy.nic.in, and www.ina.gov.in this moment onwards. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the concluding part of today's demonstration. And Shri Narendra Modi, the Honorable Prime Minister of India, will now address the audience. As we can see the ships illuminated.
May I now request the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi, to address the City of Destiny, Visakhapatnam. Ladies and gentlemen, the Honorable Prime Minister of India.
Honorable Governor of Andhra Pradesh, Chief Minister Sri Chandrababu ji, my cabinet colleagues, delegates of foreign navies, brave and proud men and women of the Indian Navy, and the resolute people of this great city, Visakhapatnam. I am privileged to visit Visakhapatnam. The city has a special place in the heart of all Indians. My last visit to Visakhapatnam was in October 2014. At that time, Cyclone Hudhud had left the city shattered in pieces. But the people of Visakhapatnam smiled in the face of adversity. It is a tribute to the city that within 14 months you have risen against all odds to welcome the navies from across the continents in this internal fleet review. A little over a year ago, we saw the full fury of the ocean. Today, thanks to the spirit of the people of Visakhapatnam, we are discussing how the oceans can be a source of economic prosperity for all of us. For its courage and resolve, we all salute the city of Visakhapatnam. My profuse thanks to the men and women of the Indian Navy for their tireless dedication for making this fleet review a truly historic success. My sincere gratitude also to Chief Minister Chandrababu for his strong support for this international event. For me, personally, witnessing the harmony among the best of international navies here has been a rewarding experience. Just over 3 months earlier in October, we welcome in Delhi, for the first time ever, all the 54 African nations, including over 40 heads of state, for the third India-Africa Summit. A few weeks earlier, in August 2015, India had hosted in Jaipur 14 heads of the state for the second Forum for India-Pacific Island Cooperation. Just day before yesterday, we welcomed all the SAARC countries for the 12th South Asian Games in Guwahati. And today, it is our pleasure to welcome 50 foreign navies from every corner of the globe at India's second International Fleet Review, the first one on India's East Coast. Your participation is a message of cooperation and friendship that we deeply cherish. On behalf of my countrymen, I thank you all for accepting our invitation and joining in this event with such a spirit. To build on the gain from today's gathering, India would host the first ever Global Maritime Summit in April this year. Its priority would be to scale up and strengthen the vibrant trade, investment, technology, and commercial linkages between India and other maritime nations. Friends, the oceans and world's waterways are global commons. Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam, the concept of whole world as a family, is perhaps mostly vividly witnessed on the oceans of the planet that connect us all. The last time India hosted the International Fleet Review was in the year 2001 in the city of Mumbai. The world of 2016 is vastly different. Its politics is turbulent and its challenge is complex. At the same time, the oceans are the lifeline of global prosperity. They present us with great economic opportunities to build our nations. Over 90% of global merchandise trade is carried on the oceans. Over the last 15 years, its value has grown from about $6 trillion to about $20 trillion. Oceans are critical for the global energy security, as over 60% of world's oil production moves through sea routes. Our ability to reap economic benefits from the oceans rests on our capacity to respond to the challenges in the maritime domain. The threat of sea-borne terror, of which India has been a direct victim, continues to endanger the regional and global peace and stability. Piracy, too, remains a strong challenge. The threat of natural disasters like tsunami and cyclone is ever present. Man-made problems such as oil spills, climate change continue to risk the stability of the maritime domain. A peaceful and stable maritime environment is therefore critical for the regional and global security. It is also a must to harvest the riches of the oceanic ecosystems. Given the scale and complexity of modern day challenges, the international maritime stability cannot be the preserve of a single nation. It has to be a shared goal and responsibility of all the seafaring countries. To this end, the navies and maritime agencies of the world need to work together and engineer virtuous cycles of cooperation. But where necessary, they also need to act to secure the international sea lanes of communication. I believe that if oceans were to propel our economies, then we must use seas to build peace, friendship, and trust and curb conflict, respect and ensure freedom of navigation, and cooperate, not compete. In responding to the challenges in the seas, the large presence of foreign navies at this fleet review is a confirmation of our shared urge to walk the pathways of peace and cooperation. To keep the maritime domain safe and secure, friends, India is and has always been a maritime nation. India's ancient Sanskrit texts also refer to the oceans as the storehouse of Chaturdashanam Ratnanam, the 14 gems. Surrounded by sea from 3 sides, India has a long coastline of over 7,500 kilometers. We have been blessed with a rich maritime heritage ever since Lothal in Gujarat became one of the earliest seaports of the world. India's central location in the Indian Ocean has connected us with other cultures, shaped our maritime trade routes, influenced India's strategic thought, and defined our maritime character. Since the days of the Indus Valley civilization, India has maintained an extensive network of maritime links, including with Africa, Western Asia, the Mediterranean, the West, South, East Asia, and the Far East. We are delighted that the navies from all these regions have joined in this fleet review. The photo essay book on the maritime heritage of India that I have just released showcases the glorious maritime tradition. Friends, in modern times too, the oceans, especially the Indian Ocean, occupy a vital place in India's national security and economic prosperity. The waters of the Indian Ocean touch the shores of over 40 countries About half of world's container traffic and close to 1/3 of world's cargo traffic passes through this region. 90% of our trade by volume and 90% of our oil imports are carried on the seas. India's 1,200 island territories and our huge exclusive economic zone of 2.4 million square kilometers make clear the economic significance of the Indian Ocean. For us, it also serves as a strategic bridge with the nations in our immediate and extended maritime neighborhood. In March last year, in Mauritius, I had spelled out our vision for the Indian Ocean. The Indian Ocean region is one of my foremost policy priorities. Our approach is evident in our vision of Sagar, which means ocean, and stands for security and growth for all in the region. We would continue to actively pursue and promote our geopolitical strategy and economic interests on the seas, in particular the Indian Ocean. To this, India's modern and multidimensional navy leads from the front. It is a force for a peace and good. A network of growing political and economic maritime partnership and strengthening of regional frameworks also help us pursue our goals. Friends, India's quest for economic prosperity through oceans is a part of our larger effort to transform India. We are not just a bright spot in the global economy. Regionally and internationally, we are a pillar of stability and important growth center. India's rise is in harmony with the goal of maintaining the regional and global peace and security. Within the country, there is great optimism, enthusiasm, and a can-do mindset. This optimism comes from the energy and the enterprise of our confident youth. It also comes from our bold and sustained measures to transform our country, improve our laws, processes, and institutions. We are launching new initiatives and creating opportunities to empower people and give them a sense of ownership in nation's progress. Make in India, which has reignited our manufacturing sector, is one such initiative. Defense manufacturing and shipbuilding are among its focus areas. In a week from now, on 13 February, we would hold 7 days of global engagement under Make in India in Mumbai. During this time, the best in the global industry would link up with the innovation, design, and manufacturing opportunities of India, the world's fastest growing economy. We want to invite the whole world to make in India, make for India, and make for the world. We take pride in the fact that all the Indian naval ships participating in this fleet review at least 37 are made in India. A number that will surely rise in the coming years. Our Skill India program is building institutions that train, support, encourage, and guide our 800 million youth on the path of entrepreneurship. Our skilled youth are ready to respond to the national and global manpower demands of the 21st century. An important part of India's transformation is my vision of blue economy in its widest sense. The blue chakra, or the wheel in our national flag, represents the potential of the blue economy. An essential part of this pursuit is the development of India's coastal and island territories, but not just for tourism. We want to build new pillars of economic activity in the coastal areas and a linked hinterlands through sustainable tapping of oceanic resources. Strengthening our marine research, development of eco-friendly marine industrial and technology base, and fisheries are other elements of our goal. In this endeavor, I see youth in the coastal areas as our true assets. They have a natural and deep understanding of the oceans. They could lead the way in the development of blue economy in India. In partnership with all coastal states of India, I want to shape a special program of skilling India's youth in the coastal areas of the country. Friends, in the end, let me once again congratulate the Indian Navy for the flawless conduct of this grand event. For the homeward journey of all our naval friends from across the world, may you always have a fair winds, following seas, and many a fathom below your keel. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Ladies and gentlemen, we thank the Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi for his motivational words of wisdom. Ladies and gentlemen, shift your eyes from the seas onto the beautiful Queen's Necklace of Visakhapatnam, the beach road. It's that time of the evening when we shall have some fun. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for the International City Parade.
Ahoy, hello, namaste everyone! A warm welcome to all the dignitaries and guests to the International Fleet Review 2016. I am Vishal Malhotra, and with me I have Simon Singh.
Ahoy, hello and namaste ladies and gentlemen. Together we will take you through this wonderful display of tradition and trust, colors and culture,
skill and splendor.
It is truly wonderful to have this opportunity to enhance mutual trust and confidence with our maritime neighbors and partners. We look forward to having a great time with all of you
We
this
sure
evening.
do. Well said, Simon. This evening, we have on display a blend of military powers and cultural extravaganza. The Indian Navy will be showcasing its assets in an absolute power-packed session of three-dimensional action. We will have a good look at India through its various facets. Yoga, Khadi, National Cadet Corps, the magic of indigenous technology, self-reliance, the medium and small-scale industries as they develop at a rapid pace, literally bringing Make in India to life, and also the India of tomorrow through the kids participating from local schools. Wow! I just can't wait for this to begin.
Neither can I, and I'm sure all of you gathered here can hardly wait for it to begin as well. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we open Colours of India with one of India's most incredible contributions to the world, yoga. With the hugely successful celebration of International Yoga Day on June 21st, yoga has claimed its rightful place once again in the world. And next in will be performances from the south, the east, the north and the west of India. Each region exhibiting its distinctive...
We can
ऐसा
see
लग रहा है
these,
जैसा कि ये योगा के साथ प्रोग्राम शुरू होगा।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, मैं भी वही कहने वाला था कि एकदम मेडिटेटिव पोज में तैयारी हो रही है इस परफॉर्मेंस की। और ये तीन बहुत ही सुंदर लड़कियां बहुत ही पेशेंटली वेट कर रही हैं। Now that it has been announced, I'm sure the cultural program will begin any moment. All the spectators waiting with bated breath, and here it starts.
চোখে স্বপ্ন ভাসে খুশির সুরে মা তুমি যে মা আমার মা সবার মা দুর্গা মা দুর্গা মাই যে মা আমার মা সবার মা দুর্গা বিসর্জন আসবে মা বছর পরে
आजा आजा जिंद शामी आने के तले आजा जरी वाले नीले आसमाने के तले जय हो आजा आजा जिंद शामी आने के तले आजा जरी वाले नीले आसमाने के तले जय हो जय हो जय हो नच नच कोयलों पे रात बिताई है अखियों की नींद मैंने भूखों से उड़ा दी गिन गिन तारे मैंने उंगली जलाई है आजा आजा जिंदे शामी आने के तले आजा सारी बातें नीले आसमान के तले
Ladies and gentlemen, now begins one of the most exciting parts. This is what we've been waiting for. Here comes the International City Parade. Times are changing, as Bob Dylan famously said, and women are rightly taking over pride of place in every aspect of life.
That's right. This year we proudly celebrate women empowerment distinctively. You'll find many contingents being led by brave admiral, courageous women. Starting with Commander Parveen Malik, who is leading the parade.
Do you know, Vishal, all of the NCC cadets in today's parade are dressed in khadi. That makes me so proud.
Absolutely, Simone. Khadi is truly a symbol of Swadeshi spirit and a great reminder of the huge potential of our small and medium-scale industries. Khadi symbolizes India's return to its traditional occupation and revival of its glorious past.
Vishal, I know for sure you're going to love the next segment, as will all our audience.
Wow, that sounds amazing!
It does indeed, because that is the sound of the Naval Brass Band, led by Master Chief Petty Officer First Class Musician P.S. Rao.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have the Naval Contingent. The Navy is a model of preparedness, high morale and discipline. It's an inspiring sight. Brave young soldiers in their crisp white uniforms, marching ahead. They are also referred to as the Men in White. The contingent marching on the tunes of Jai Bharati is led by Sub-Lieutenant Anuj Verma, commissioned on 25th May 2015.
Following the naval contingent is the Air Force Band from Air Force Academy, Hyderabad.
And I recognize this tune. The band is playing the tune of Vijay Bharat and is led by Junior Warrant Officer Shankar Das.
Here come the warriors of the Indian Air Force in the smart combination of blues.
The Air Force contingent, led by Squadron Leader Sheetal Sharman.
And Squadron Leader Sheetal Sharma, an admin branch officer who's done his junior command and staff course at Bangladesh. Next, you can see the Coast Guard, who enforce maritime law with the motto, Vayam Rakshamah, we shall protect.
The marching Coast Guard contingent is led by Assistant Commandant J.V. Avasthi.
Crossing the dais now is the law enforcement agency of the state, the Andhra Pradesh Police Contingent and Band from the 16th Battalion. Leading these brave sentinels is Sub-Inspector J.M.V. Satyanarayana.
Once a soldier, always a soldier. Look at the poise and pride, Simon, with which the 93-year-old commander, Sri Ramalu, is leading the veteran contingent comprising of the ex-servicemen from the Navy.
Truly a man worth emulating. Ladies and gentlemen, you are now witnessing the National Cadet Corps contingent.
This voluntary organization
grooms the youth of the country into disciplined and patriotic citizens.
You can see the young cadets led by Cadet Senior Under Officer T. Pratima marching with honor and pride. Give them a big hand, ladies and gentlemen. They don't make men like that anymore. I can hear a remarkably great tune there, Simon.
You can indeed, because that is the naval band, fondly called the Wind Orchestra. Their magnificent ensemble has acquired national and global renown as they performed all across the globe. They are being led by P. Chandrasekhar, Chief Petty Officer, musician. And equally inspiring is the contingent from Scenic School, Korakonda, led by Cadet R. Srinivas. This school has produced many high-ranking officers in the armed forces and important personalities in civil walks of life. Ladies and gentlemen, a huge round of applause.
Here come the young sea warriors. Their love for water motivates them to explore the depths of the ocean. Ladies and gentlemen, led by Instructor Petty Officer S. Nivitha, the Sea Cadet Corps of Visakhapatnam.
What we're witnessing here, ladies and gentlemen, is the India of the past, the present, and the future. Not content to rest on its historical heritage, India has reinvented herself time and again by offering our best to the world. We've made great strides in indigenousness, self-reliance, technology, commerce, and space.
Make in India has been time and again been a boon not only for our nation, but also for the world. The display to follow are visual reminders of India's incredible contribution through Make in India.
From the Naval Dockyard, Visakhapatnam, the first float, ladies and gentlemen, inspired by the theme of Make in India. A huge round of applause for them. This tableau depicts a Kolkata-class destroyer and a globe with a satellite depicting the Indian Navy's network-centric efficiency.
Do you know there's an advanced version of this class? And it's called, this will surely enthrall the audience, INS Visakhapatnam!
An indigenously built submarine. That makes me so proud. Ladies and gentlemen, the second Make in India float comes from the Naval Dockyard, Mumbai. The 280-year-old yard, a proud institution, started out as a shipbuilding yard for the British East India Company.
Wow, that's almost 3 centuries back, a way little before my time. This float has the dockyard's shipbuilding heritage represented by HMS Trikomali, built at Wadia Shipbuilders in the era of British East India Company. A submarine built at Mazgon Dock and an indigenous aircraft carrier built at Cochin Shipyard Limited.
Vishal, you will feel such a proud Indian as the next tableau comes into view. This is the ISRO on view, the Indian Space Research Organization, which recently made headlines all over the world. And this tableau shows us why. The model of Mars Orbiter spacecraft, which made India the first country to have achieved total success in its maiden attempt to explore Mars using an unmanned spacecraft.
Amazing. You know, I remember reading about it and feeling so very proud. I also spot along with it a working model of the 32-meter diameter dish antenna, which communicates with the Mars orbiter at a distance of 350 million kilometers.
You know, they say man never made any material as resilient as the human spirit. What we are going to witness next is an overwhelming demonstration of these very words. In October of 2014, Cyclone Hurud hit the city of Vizag. And how did the city respond? Did they lay down and die? Not at all, ladies and gentlemen. The civil administration, the Navy and the GVMC got together, not only put the city back on its feet, but also outshone all other cities in its new avatar.
You're absolutely right. The resilience and strength in the face of adversity that the people of the city have shown. This is amazing. They deserve a huge hand.
That India is a magnificent country is not a recent realization for the world. After all, we've had so much to offer for so long now.
Absolutely. Among other things, a country is famed for its culture, its heritage, its art. And India has one of the most diverse forms of culture to offer the world.
What a beautiful sight indeed is that peacock float. And what follows seems to be equally enchanting. I do love those beautifully synchronized ribbon dancers and those marvelously festooned feather costumed dancers. What a radiant riot of colors, expressions and dances. Those djembe drums create such a wonderful rhythm, don't they?
It's time to let in the sights and sounds of the world next. And what I can see from here makes my heart skip a beat.
I see that too. The global contingents are here. They look disciplined, they look colorful, they look enchanting, all together. I'm going to run out of adjectives here very quickly.
It's a sight that makes one speechless with wonder. Ladies and gentlemen, the International City Parade! Our Honorable Prime Minister's visit abroad have led to strengthening of bonds with and maritime relationships have gained immensely from these visits.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and offer up a very warm welcome to our international participants in the true traditional Indian spirit of Atithi Devo Bhava.
The Australian Navy, Simon, has successfully managed to become contemporary with its new generation Navy program. It has addressed the cultural, leadership and structural changes to meet the challenges of delivering future capabilities.
That is truly inspiring. Here, the Australian band and marching contingent make for an absolutely delightful combination of sights and sounds. And my, those Sydney Opera House roof cutouts are really, truly beautiful.
Ladies and gentlemen from HMAS Darwin, please welcome the Australian band and their contingent.
Please give them a big hand. What a beginning this is. Next follows the much to be admired Bangladesh Navy. Starting with only 2 gunboats in 1971, today it is engaged in promoting peace through an active role under UN peace support operations. Indo-Bangladeshi maritime relationships are among the strongest bonds we share.
That is truly a remarkable achievement in such a short span of time. The Bangladesh band here with the contingent looks gorgeous in their Bengali traditional saris and their gorgeous floral umbrellas as well.
Please welcome from Samudra Joy, the Bangladeshi contingent. Samudra Joy means the ocean of happiness.
The Brazil Navy stays true to its slogan of protecting its wealth and taking care of its people. And why not? Imposing waterfalls, wetlands filled with wildlife, and the untouched wilderness of the Amazon rainforest. It truly has an abundance of beautiful nature.
And this natural resource-rich country's contingent is seen here in dazzling and colorful costumes. Their music, of course, is a perfect reminder of one of the world's most rhythm-filled countries.
Ladies and gentlemen from the Brazilian ship Amazonas, welcome the Samba people. Match the Samba with your style. Ladies and gentlemen, give them a huge round of applause.
I spot next the Chinese contingent. Their navy upholds the principle of loyalty and justice, defense of its maritime territories, and protects the nation and people with the utmost diligence and courage.
Home to one of the most well-known 7 wonders of the world, seen from space, the Great Wall of China. They make a superb and magnificent display of the dragon dance here, and their costumes and Chinese fans look utterly stunning.
From the Chinese Navy ships Luchu and Sanya, the Type 2054 Alpha frigates, Ladies and gentlemen, the Chinese Navy contingent with a crew of 160 each on these two ships. That makes 320 Chinese today in the city of Vizag. Welcome to Vizag.
Bonsoir, mesdames et messieurs. Do you know which contingent is coming in next, Simon? I'll give you a hint. It's one of Europe's dominant cultural, economic and military powers. Its navy has the motto, honor, fatherland, valor and discipline on the deck of every ship in its fleet.
I think I know that one, Vishal. We are talking about France, represented here by a breathtaking display of costumes glittering in silver, red and blue sequins.
From the French ship Provence, this multi-mission frigate is incidentally, ladies and gentlemen, the French platoon took part in the Republic Day parade. And then they're here in the City of Destiny.
Here's an interesting fact. With various coastal radars, Indonesia has one of the world's longest integrated maritime surveillance systems.
Remarkable, isn't it? Speaking of remarkable, the contingent in their embroidered bodysuits and the distinctive headgear make for a truly splendid view, along with the Indonesian band.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Indonesian ship Usman Harum, please give it up for the Indonesian contingent and band from the largest archipelagic nation in the world.
Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for the beautiful Indonesia. That's the spirit, Visakhapatnam. Y'all are doing beautifully today. One more big shout, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, let your applause be heard in Indonesia tonight.
A beautiful array of colors, dances. What a beautiful place it looks like. Simone?
A magnificent cultural representation of Indonesia, I have to say. Ladies and gentlemen, a huge round of applause for Indonesia.
Coming up next, did you know that an Iranian navy in one form or another has existed since the first Persian Empire around 500 BC? Hiking, skiing, beach holidays. There's a lot to do in this country that tourists come and visit for. Here, the contingent and the band look spectacular in their Iranian costumes, which are a product of their glorious heritage.
From Alvand, from the Islamic Iranian Navy. Alvand was commissioned in 1971, and here's something interesting. The Iranian ship had taken part in the International Fleet Review in 2001. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for our friends from the Persian Gulf.
Coming up next, the Japanese contingent now brings us to their Navy Defense Program guidelines, which define the role of the defense forces as effective response to the new threats and diverse situations, proactive efforts to improve the international security environment, and preparation for full-scale invasion, which is the primary role of defense forces.
Here, the Japanese contingent is a fine display of their traditional attire in formal or festive moments known as the kimono. The Japanese fan as prop is one of the most recognized sights about their nation the world over.
Next in line is the Malaysian contingent. The Royal Malaysian Navy protects Malaysia's coastlines, territorial waters and economic zones from potential trespass or illegal activity.
Here, they celebrate their nation's natural abundance through this beautiful display of nature-inspired designs on their traditional female costumes, also with hibiscus umbrellas and sunflowers as props. How beautiful and colorful this is.
From the Malaysian ship KD Lakir, a Kasturi-class corvette, these are 125 proud men of the Malaysian Navy.
The Maldivian Defense Force Coast Guard finds its roots in the 1570s Kalhua Fumi, as its insignia symbolizes the legendary sailing boat used in the battle to free the country from Portuguese invasion.
Known for its beaches, blue lagoons and extensive reefs, the contingent's attire, vest and lungi, and props, dolphins, jellyfish boats do full justice to the nation's unique geography and topography.
From the Maldivian ship Huravi, and would you believe it? She was built at Garden Reach Shipbuilders and Engineers, Kolkata. Comes this proud contingent from the tourist paradise of Maldives.
Beautiful indeed. Simon, did you know the National Coast Guard is one of the only 2 paramilitary units in Mauritius? The Special Mobile Force is the other.
That is fascinating to know. And I think here their attire is perfectly indicative of another facet of this very famous island, tourism. Wow, can you spot the beach umbrellas, the beach balls, surfboards, seashells, and even a starfish? And the colorful Mauritian costumes and utterly delightful beach props. A great reminder of where to be vacationing this summer, ladies and gentlemen.
From the Mauritian ship Barracuda. This ship incidentally was handed over by our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi. Barracuda was built at Garden Reach Shipbuilders and Engineers. Ladies and gentlemen, the Mauritian Navy.
Let's have a look at the Myanmar contingent. Since 1988, thanks to the effort of State Law and Order Restoration Council, the SLORC, the country's naval has experienced dramatic growth.
Of course, Myanmar is also known for its abundance in jade and gems, oil, natural gas, and other mineral resources. And I do absolutely love their look and attire. Traditional South Asian costumes of short kurtas, lungis, and sarongs.
You know, I spot Oman next. It is as recent as 1970. The formation of Sultan of Oman Navy was officially announced and joined Sultan Armed Forces as a main service. They have grown formidably in this short period of time.
Oman, of course, is famous for many tourist attractions as well. Beaches, museums, seaside resorts, among other fabulous experiences. Their attire and the props in their contingent here is a dazzling display. I especially love the LED lit dufflies. Quite a perfect picture they paint, don't you think?
The motto of the Russian Marines invokes respect. Where we are, there is the victory. Its remarkable marine strength commands awe all over the world.
That is inspiring indeed. And what we see here is a vibrant display of Russian dance form. Dressed in attractive balloon sleeve shirts and harem pants, the dancers in the Russian contingent look utterly ravishing.
From the Russian naval ship Ypron comes the Russian contingent. Ypron is a diving support and submarine rescue vessel. She has a submersible, which, would you believe it, can go up to 1,000 meters. Ladies and gentlemen, the Russians from Ypron.
The homepage of the South African Navy reads, "The South African Navy is a modern, balanced and credible navy which commands international respect and contributes to the safety, security and welfare of South Africa in times of peace and war." Precise, direct, no ambiguity there.
And equally majestic and clear is the South African contingent's resplendent array of LED drums and fire costumes. The lion heads and black attire make for royal viewing indeed. Wow, look at those spears and animal print costume. They do make an amazing sight, don't they?
From the South African ship Spienkop comes the South African contingent from the land of Springboks and the great Nelson Mandela. Ladies and gentlemen, giving you South Africa.
The Sri Lankan Navy defines its mission as to conduct prompt and sustainable combat operations at sea in accordance with the nation's policies. I do like the feeling it conveys, Vishal.
Absolutely. It does convey a sense of alertness. You know, I absolutely love this naturally rich country for its beaches. Here, the Sri Lankan band and contingent looks enigmatic thanks to their beautiful masks and the magnificent hues of black.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Sri Lankan naval ship Sayura. And would you believe it? Sayura was built at the Hindustan Shipyard Limited right here in Vizag.
And here comes the Seychelles Coast Guard.
Ladies and gentlemen, the proud Sri Lankans from the Emerald Island of Asia. Give it to them, the proud crew of SLNS Yura.
Visakhapatnam, give them a big hand! Come on, I know y'all can do louder and better. Our friends from different countries are here. Please encourage them, Visakhapatnam.
Sri Lanka, of course, is performing a wonderful folk dance for us, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure you're enjoying it as much as we are. Let's applaud the wonderful folk culture of Sri Lanka.
Commander Arun, in your travels with the Navy, I'm sure you must have visited many countries. But I think behind the scenes, you told me Sri Lanka was one of your favorites.
That's right, because you saw those dancers. Isaac Newton said, what goes up must come down. But those dancers just proved them wrong.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Seychelles Coast Guard is a maritime military multi-mission service and a branch of the Seychelles People's Defense Force. It is said Seychelles has the smallest population of any independent African state.
Today, the Seychelles contingent is in Samba costume, which has a rich cultural history behind it and is a regular sight at parades the world over.
From the Seychelles naval ship Topaz, which was built at the Garden Reach Shipbuilders and Engineers, ladies and gentlemen, welcome the sailors from this diverse cultural, multi-ethnic nation, Seychelles.
And next follows the Thailand contingent. The Royal Thai Navy follows the organizational structure of the United States and includes the Naval Fleet and the Royal Thai Marine Corps.
The contingent is seen in traditional Thai costume, which is mostly worn on special days or on formal occasions. The LED lotus looks beautiful and serene and seems perfectly placed right in the middle of the contingent.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Royal Thai naval ship Saiburi, please give it up for the proud sailors of Saiburi. Saiburi is a Shao Fra class frigate, ladies and gentlemen, and look at them march in step.
The Royal Navy is key to the prosperity of Britain and the stability of the high seas. Emphatic words these are, aren't they?
Yes, they are. One of the world's leading nations, the United Kingdom contingent, has some huge props, including a bus, the Big Ben, and one of the world's most easily recognized sights, the London Black Cab, and of course, a heart. Dressed in red and white, the contingent wears a uniquely festive look.
From Her Majesty's ship Defender come the proud Queen's men and women. Defender is a daring class destroyer as these men dare the seas and cross the oceans because we are united through oceans.
True to its leadership status in the world, the mission of the United States Navy is to maintain, train, and equip combat-ready naval forces capable of winning wars, deterring aggression, and maintaining freedom of the seas. This is as good a deterrent can get.
That is a good deterrent indeed, and their contingent here is a visual delight. The tall pom-poms, the costumes, the colors and elements of their national flag. Truly a sight to behold, ladies and gentlemen.
From the United States ships Antietam and McCampbell, please welcome our very proud American sailors. Incidentally, theirs is one of the largest ships from our international friends to attend this International Fleet Review.
The Vietnamese People's Navy plays an important part in protecting national waters, islands, the continental shelf, special economic zones, and in ensuring the interests of maritime economy.
Their contingent is attired in traditional costumes, complete with straw hats, a picture of good old world charm.
Ladies and gentlemen, as they march in step with pride, please give it up for the proud sailors of the Vietnam Navy. Their serene music and their beautiful dances. Ladies and gentlemen, wishing them fair winds and following seas.
The final entourage is sure to leave a lasting impact. The Naval Provo is the backbone of security in the Indian Navy. They make a splendid sight here on their 30 bullets motorcycles and a pilot gypsy. Truly, ladies and gentlemen, a magnificent sight, if ever there was one. Visakhapatnam, please give them a huge hand of applause.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't mess with these missionary men.
It is suggested that hornpipe as a dance began around the 16th century on English sailing vessels. However, this is an urban myth, as the dance does not seem to have become associated with sailors until after 1740. Later in 1741, we hear of a hornpipe by a gentleman in the character of a sailor. Movements were those familiar to sailors of that time, looking out to the sea with the right hand to the forehead, then the left lurching as in heavy weather and giving the occasional rhythmic tug to their breeches, both before and after.
Well, that's a fascinating description, and I'm really glad we're taking a good look at this hornpipe dance. Ladies and gentlemen, you too can take a very good look at the Sea Cadet Corps contingent from Mumbai. 55 performers bringing to life the hornpipe dance. The song plays,
there's fireworks after?
The IFR songs will play, United Oceans, then the fireworks, and then our credits. So we have to wait for the fireworks to finish before we're done. Oh dear, I think we should do the credits before because...
No, I think we're waiting for the
have to leave, yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's fine. We're here. We're the captain as well.
Great job.
No credits. Over.
No credits?
No credits.
No credits?
Yeah.
I think I can catch the jet.
Okay, you're going to have to do what the Marcos did. You'll have to fly on a string because there are no seats available.
Because tomorrow morning I've got a special
With the? Do you?
Oh, you letting me get it? You want to go for a ride?
I would too. Really? I would like very much.
बहुत ही प्यारा दृश्य ये देखने को मिल रहा है.
So, Sandeep, you can see this. They're synchronizing their steps and movements with the music band, what they're playing there. You can see a crowd is cheering them up.
बिल्कुल विशाखापट्टनम के लोगों के लिए बहुत ही प्राउड दृश्य देखने को मिल रहा है उन्हें कि ये इंडियन नेवल फोर्सेस जो हैं, ईस्ट कोस्ट की नेवल फोर्सेस इतना प्यारा नृत्य यहाँ पेश कर रही हैं हमारे माननीय प्रधानमंत्री के लिए और सारे डिग्निटरीज के लिए जो वहाँ मौजूद हैं. मैं आपको याद दिला दूँ, The Honorable Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, Shri N. Chandrababu Naidu, Shri Venkaiah Naidu, Shri R.K. Dhowan, the Chief of Naval Command, Chief Officer of Naval Command is present there. साथ में the Honorable Governor of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. I'm sure it must be a very proud and happy moment for all of them. It's a unique display of discipline and art mixed together. वैसे of course आर्ट को अगर परफेक्ट करना है तो डिसिप्लिन की तो बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरत होती है. क्या कहते हैं लोहित?
Yes, very true, very rightly you said. See the people, the dignitaries, the guests on the stage, they're enjoying it. They're enjoying the music. They're enjoying the dance. You can see.
बहुत ही कंपोज्ड तरीके से इस नृत्य का प्रदर्शन किया जा रहा है. As we can see, Shri Venkaiah Naidu and Shri N. Chandrababu Naidu appreciating what happened. और ये देखिए डांस के खत्म होते ही सारी अरीना,
see the happiness, see the claps in the crowd.
बिल्कुल सारी अरीना खड़ी होकर उन्हें उनकी तारीफ करते हुए, उनके लिए तालियां बजाते हुए, उनका अभिनंदन करते हुए. That's a bunch of, I'm sure, very proud and very satisfied naval officers walking back after a scintillating performance.
That's better. What a beautiful
इनकी
evening it
हौसला
has been.
अफजाई, I'm sure आप अपने
Ladies
घर
and
पर बैठकर
gentlemen,
भी
that
कर
was the Sea Cadet Corps performing the hornpipe dance.
And the evening is not complete, ladies and gentlemen. Please look in the center. Beautiful costumes, beautiful dancers. Let's clap with every beat, every rhythm.
सागर की सतह पर जहाजों का संगम गूंजे गगन we are united through oceans.
सागर की सतह पर जहाजों का संगम गूंजे गगन we are united through oceans. Ahoy, hello, namaste. Ahoy, hello, namaste. Friends are beyond the ocean's blue. Faith in the sea, our sacred blue. Friends are beyond the ocean's blue. Faith in the sea, our sacred blue.
Hearts of oak in this brightly weather on the ocean blue. Let's sail together
On the main breeze, our spirits are free. At home and heart, we long for thee.
लहरी किरणों में जलसा अनुपम गूंजे गगन we are united through oceans.
सुनहरी किरणों में जलसा अनुपम गूंजे गगन we are united through oceans. Ahoy, hello, namaste. Ahoy, hello, namaste. Ahoy, hello, united through oceans. Ahoy, hello, namaste. Ahoy.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed your date with the Indian Navy this evening. But don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. There is more to come. We have some good news and some bad news. The bad news is half the evening's over. The good news is that the best is yet to come. Ladies and gentlemen, do not leave your seats. Look skywards as we give you Pyrodynamics. That's right, an unadulterated overdose of entertainment. The Pyrodynamics will be undertaken from an aircraft catwalk. Can you believe that? And this is being flown by an experienced air show pilot. Look skywards, ladies and gentlemen. The catwalk will soon perform a solo performance. Enjoy the fireworks, ladies and gentlemen. The International Fleet Review.
रत्ती सच्ची मैंने जान गवाई है नच नच कोयलों पे रात बिताई है अखियों की नींद मैंने फूकों से उड़ा दी गिन गिन तारे मैंने उंगली जलाई है
Do not leave your seats. That's right, look skywards. There is an overdose of adrenaline that we are pumping in this evening. Very soon, an aircraft will touch the skies and give you an eclectic electric display from the heavens, ladies and gentlemen. Fasten your seatbelts. Forget about the safety instructions. Look skywards. This is an evening to remember.
Honorable Prime Minister of our country leaving the venue. Once again, thanks the Chief of Naval Staff, and finally steps into his car after such a grand event. आप देख सकते हैं हमारे देश के माननीय प्रधानमंत्री ने फिर से एक बार हाथ जोड़कर अभिनंदन और धन्यवाद किया सबका। यही हमारे देश की महिमा है लोहित। हमारे देश के माननीय प्रधानमंत्री इस वेन्यू को अब छोड़ते हुए उनका सिक्योरिटी कॉन्वॉय सतर्क उनके आसपास और making sure that he safely exits the venue, which is so brightly lit up, which is so full of energy, और माहौल में जय हो के नारे सुनाई दे रहे हैं। बहुत सारी म्यूजिक, बहुत सारा उल्लास। आप देख सकते हैं वो कस्टमरी वेव हमारे माननीय प्रधानमंत्री की। जैसे मैंने पहले भी कहा था कि बस ये एक वेव की देरी होती है और पूरे माहौल में उत्साह भर जाता है। जैसे आप यहाँ देख सकते हैं सब लोग हाथ जोड़कर उनका तहे दिल से धन्यवाद करते हुए, लोग उनको वेव बैक करते हुए। ये कनेक्ट है लोहित हमारे देश, हमारे देशवासियों का उत्साह देखिए। ये देखिए
क्राउड।
प्रधानमंत्री जी फिर से अपनी गाड़ी से निकल आए हैं सिर्फ इनका उल्लास और उत्साह देखते हुए। I think this is a classic example of the oneness the people of India feel with him.
Capture this, a beautiful moment of it.
हमारा देश ये जानकर बहुत ही ज़्यादा संतुष्ट होगा कि हमारे देश की बागडोर ऐसे सक्षम व्यक्ति के हाथ में जिन्होंने इतना कमाल का ये जो इवेंट है उसे अंजाम दिया है। देश और दुनिया के सभी देशों को और सभी लोगों को दिखा दिया है कि हिंदुस्तान, भारत देश की क्षमता क्या है और इंडियन नेवी की क्षमता क्या है। आप देख सकते हैं पूरा का पूरा रामकृष्ण मठ बीच जगमगा रहा है इस इवेंट के ग्रैंड फिनाले पर और सभी लोग उत्सुक उल्लास के साथ बहुत ही ज्यादा खुश एंड आई एम श्योर बहुत ही ज्यादा सेटिस्फाइड इस ग्रैंड इवेंट के साथ।
Sandeep, I can tell you that these are the beautiful moments and memories will be captured everywhere. I think for the till next event, this will rule the media.
I'm sure this will rule their hearts forever. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you so much for being such a brilliant audience to this historic event. I would once again like to...
ये सीधा प्रसारण आप खास कार्यक्रम देख रहे थे वाइजग विशाखापट्टनम से, जहां अंतर्राष्ट्रीय सिटी पैरेड इंटरनेशनल फ्लीट रिव्यू 2016 का समापन था। यह अंतर्राष्ट्रीय सिटी पैरेड जहां पर कि रंगारंग कार्यक्रम प्रस्तुत किया गया। प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी खुद उपस्थित थे। उनके अलावा आंध्र प्रदेश और तेलंगाना के राज्यपाल, आंध्र प्रदेश के मुख्यमंत्री, केंद्रीय मंत्री एम वेंकैया नायडू और नौसेना प्रमुख आर के धोवन वहां पर मौजूद थे। और ये जो पूरा का पूरा समारोह है, अब इसी के साथ ये समापन हुआ है इस रंगारंग कार्यक्रम के साथ। और ये जो नेवी के जो मार्चिंग दल थे, 50 देशों के नेवी के मार्चिंग दल, उन्होंने हिस्सा लिया इस कार्यक्रम में। और उनकी जो सांस्कृतिक अलग अलग देशों की छटा थी, अलग अलग झलक थी, उसने बिल्कुल एक समा सा बांध दिया। और जो भारतीय नौसेना है उसके जो कार्यक्रम थे वो बिल्कुल मनमोहक थे और जिसका वहाँ पर लोगों ने लुत्फ उठाया और टेलीविज़न स्क्रीन के माध्यम से आपने भी लुत्फ उठाया। प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी ने इसके पहले संबोधन किया और संबोधन में खासतौर पर उन्होंने जिक्र किया कि किस तरह से जो समुद्र है उसका, महासागर का हमारी अर्थव्यवस्था में कितना बड़ा योगदान है और दिनों दिन ये योगदान किस तरह से बढ़ता चला जा रहा है। उन्होंने मेक इन इंडिया, मेक फॉर इंडिया का आह्वान किया नौसेना के क्षेत्र में भी। और प्रधानमंत्री ने जाते वक्त जब लोग उनसे अभिवादन का आदान प्रदान कर रहे थे तो वो गाड़ी में बैठने के बाद भी एक बार फिर से बाहर निकले और लोगों से अभिवादन करते हुए उन्होंने वहां से विदा ली। तो ये अंतर्राष्ट्रीय फ्लीट रिव्यू का ये सिटी पैरेड था, जो कार्यक्रम आप खास कार्यक्रम सीधे विशाखापट्टनम से देख रहे थे।